Let me say this again. There is nothing wrong with you. You just had to have difficult situations in your life. You had bad experiences in your life. You have traumas like everybody else that you experienced, that you feel and created the shame because of the things that happened to us. But we don't have to be ashamed. We don't have to be ashamed of who we are, what we do in life, if we have a small penis or not. It doesn't matter. You don't have to be ashamed about. You don't have to be ashamed of your looks because you're born just as good as you are.
Welcome to the How to Heart Show, helping men reconnect to the heart and empower others as the leaders they were born to be. I'm Vincent Hazenboom. My mission is to help you speak your truth, own your authenticity, and step into your power. The world needs the raw and authentic man right now. Join us if you're ready to make a change.
Hey, what's up, lines, and welcome to the How to Heart Show. Shame. I know what it's like to be ashamed a lot, and I want to share my story and my shame because I know a lot of you guys are struggling with shame, and shame can really put you down to the ground and not moving forward in life. So I want to share my most important shames that I've been through and what I feel, and the hope for you to go pass by it. So the first thing that I've been really ashamed of is the size of my penis. No, really, I've been really ashamed about it because when I was consuming so much porn and saw these guys with a really long dick, it's like, man, so if I don't have this small or I don't have this big penis, women won't like me, or women won't like to have sex with me because I don't have a big one or long one. And I've been so ashamed for it for a long, long time that I had also performance anxiety. I was so afraid, guys. I was so afraid to talk with women because of the size of my penis. I felt if I couldn't pleasure her, she would leave me, and I was really afraid. So in my life, I wouldn't talk with girls and women because of that. But now I know different. But that was a big shame of mine, and I'm gonna continue with the next one, and that is being a virgin. I've been a virgin until the age of 31. I was so afraid of having sex with women. So afraid. Every time I was in a bar and I had eye contact with somebody and she laughed at me, I froze. I froze completely. I couldn't move and I was just stuck and glued against the wall. And then some other guy just walked in and talked to her and they started kissing. It was like, I don't understand. I don't understand what's happening. But because of my fears, I didn't have any sex until the age of 31. But being a virgin, it brought me so much shame because I remember when I was at work and I was talking with colleagues, and you know how guys talk. It's like, yeah, I slept with this one, or I had sex with my wife, or whatever. They eventually asked me like, hey, Vincent, did you do somebody? It's like, no, 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 no. I didn't go out. I was tired. And then I was talking with some other guys. It's like, hey, Vincent, did you have sex or did you sleep with somebody last night? No, 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 no. No, I just had fun and that was it. And I didn't even go out. I was just lying to myself and to others. I just laughed it off like, yeah, 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 no, no, I didn't do anything. But once I walked away from the conversation, I had my tail between my legs. I walked away with shame because they had sex and I didn't have any sex because I had so much fear of talking to women. So those are the two main shames that I've been carrying my entire life because I felt I wasn't good enough. I felt the parts of my body parts wasn't good enough. I felt I wasn't good enough. My image of myself, I felt I wasn't good enough for women to have sex with me. I was so afraid of abandonment. I was so afraid that she would leave me if I couldn't satisfy her. If I didn't pleasure her, she would leave me. So that's why I avoid the interaction with women, so I didn't have to go through it. So I took the safe road. But still, it cost me a lot because it cost a lot of my experiences, my time, and it's a shame. It's a shame because it's not to that I'm ashamed anymore, but it's a shame that I didn't have any connections in that moment. I didn't have any experiences with women. I didn't find out if she really liked me. And now I learned it's a lot different because I was here. I was in the mind. My mind was telling me like, no, don't do it. It's not safe. But also the feeling that I got, that was so intense that I want to share next time more on the feeling and why I couldn't talk to women. Why I couldn't walk up to them and start to have a conversation. And I want to share that in another episode. But for now, the shame, the shame did a lot of things in my life that I couldn't do and live my life as I wanted to because I felt so much ashamed. I always looked to the ground and I always looked to the ground when I was walking. I looked to the ground because I didn't feel good enough. And then it's also my body. I felt ashamed of my body because I have like this small belly because I need to work out more. But I was so ashamed of my body because I believed I had to have this six pack abs. I need to have like big muscles for women to see me, for women that to attract women. That I don't have to that I don't have to do anything, just for women to show my muscles and they're gonna run towards me. I don't have to do anything. It's just everything happens magically. It's not gonna work like that. But I believed if I have this killer body, all my problems were gonna go away. But it didn't because I was still carrying those shame. I was carrying those fears and anxieties. So what I want to share with you is really important that shame, it doesn't have to take a hold of you because there's nothing wrong with you. Let me say this again. There is nothing wrong with you. You just had to have difficult situations in your life. You had bad experiences in your life. You have traumas like everybody else that you experience, that you feel and created the shame because of the things that happened to us. But we don't have to be ashamed. We don't have to be ashamed of who we are, what we do in life, if we have a small penis or not. It doesn't matter. You don't have to be ashamed about. You don't have to be ashamed of your looks because you're born just as good as you are. But because of what we experience, what we've been through, we make this shame really big because we make it so powerful that it's gonna take over our lives. So again, guys, shame, there's nothing to be ashamed about, but you have to be aware of it happening, that the shame is taking control over you. And I did a really cool interview with Becca George, and it was really cool. I really liked the interview, and we're gonna go more in depth about it. So I would really recommend you to check out the interview, and hopefully it can help you understand your shame and move past it and enjoy the life that you want to live.
Hey Lions, thank you for listening. Glad to have you on our journey to the authentic self. Want to learn more to embrace your potential? I invite you to keep listening. Do me a favor and smash the like and subscribe buttons, as this helps the show reach more listeners who need to hear these messages. See you next time.